Ezekiel 14 and 9. As for the prophet, if he speaks a deceiving word, I, the Lord, the Father, am the one who deceived that prophet. I will stretch out my hand against him and destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. They will be punished for their own sin, the inquirer and the prophet alike, so that the house of Israel may no longer stray from me, no longer defile themselves by all their sins. Then they shall be my people, and I shall be their God. Oracle of the Lord God Most High. Just cause. The word of the Lord God Most High came to me, Son of man. If a land sins against me by breaking faith, and I stretch out my hand against it, breaking off his staff of bread and setting famine loose upon it, cutting off from it human being and beast alike, even if the three were in it, Noah, Daniel, and Job, they could only save themselves by their righteousness. Oracle of the Lord God. If I summoned wild beasts to prowl the land, depopulating it so that it become a wasteland which no one would cross because of the wild beasts, and these three were in it, as I live, Oracle of the Lord God, I swear they could neither save their sons nor daughters. They only alone would be saved, but the land would become a wasteland. Or if I bring the sword upon this land, commanding the sword to pass through the land, cutting off from it human being and beast alike, and these three were in it, as I live, Oracle of the Lord God Most High, they could save neither their sons nor daughters. They alone would be saved. Or if I send plague into this land, pouring out upon it my bloody wrath, cutting off from it human being and beast alike, even if Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it, as I live, Oracle of the Lord God Most High, they would neither save son nor daughter. They would only save themselves by their righteousness. Thus saith the Lord God Most High, even though I send against Jerusalem my four evil punishments, sword, famine, wild beast, and plague, to cut off from it human being and beast alike, there will still be some survivors in it who will bring out sons and daughters. When they come out to you, and you see their ways and their deeds, you shall be consoled regarding the evil I brought on Jerusalem. Everything I brought upon it, they shall console you when you see their ways and their deeds. And you shall know that not without reason did I do it, everything I did. Oracle of the Lord God Most High, chapter 15. Parable of the vine. The word of the Father came to me, Son of man, what makes the wood the vine? What makes the wood of the vine better than the wood of branches found on the trees in the forest? Can wood be taken from it to make something useful? Can someone make even a peg out of it on which to hang a vessel? Of course not. If it is fed to the fire for fuel, and the fire devours both ends of it, leaving the middle charred, it is useful for nothing then. Is it useful for nothing then? Even then, when it is whole, it cannot be used for anything. So when fire has devoured and charred it, how useful can it be? Therefore thus saith the Lord God Most High, like vine wood among forest trees, which I have given as fuel for fire, so I will give the inhabitants of Jerusalem. I will set my face against them. Although they have escaped the fire still will devour them. You shall know that I am the Lord Most High. When I set my face against them, yes, I will make the land desolate, because they are so unfaithful. Oracle of the Lord God Most High, chapter 16. A parable of infidelity. The word of the Father came to me, Son of man, make known to Jerusalem her abominations. You shall say, thus saith the Lord God Most High to Jerusalem, by origin and birth you belong to the land of the Canaanites. Your father was an Amorite and your mother a Hittite. As for your birth, on the day you were born, your navel cord was not cut. You were not washed with water or anointed. You were not rubbed with salt or wrapped in swaddling clothes. No eye looked on you with pity or compassion to do any of these things for you. Rather, on the day you were born, you were led out in the field, rejected. Then I passed by and saw you struggling in your blood, and I said to you in your blood, live. I helped you grow up like a field plant, so that you grew, maturing into a woman with breasts developed and hair grown. But still you were stark naked. I passed by you again and saw that you were now old enough for love. So I spread the corner of my cloak over you to cover your nakedness. I swore an oath to you and entered into covenant with you, Oracle of the Lord God Most High, and you became mine. Then I bathed you with water, washed away your blood, and anointed you with oil. I clothed you with an embroidered gown, put leather sandals on your feet. I gave you a fine linen, a sash, and silk robes to wear. I adorned you with jewelry, putting bracelets on your arms, a necklace about your neck, a ring in your nose, earrings in your ears, and a beautiful crown on your head. Thus you were adorned with gold and silver, your garments made of fine linen, silk, and embroidered cloth. Fine flour, honey, and olive oil were your food. You were very, very beautiful, fit for royalty. You were renowned among the nations for your beauty, perfected by the splendor I showered on you, oracle of the Lord God Most High, I am. But you trusted in your own beauty and used your renown to serve as a prostitute. You poured out your prostitution on every passerby. Let it be his. You took some of your garments and made for yourself gaudy high places where you served as a prostitute. It has never happened before, nor will it happen again. You took the splendid gold and silver ornaments that I had given you and made for yourself male images and served as a prostitute with them. You took your embroidered garments to cover them. My oil and my incense you set before them. The food I had given you, the fine flour, the oil, and the honey with which I fed you, you set before them as a pleasant odor, says the Lord God Most High. The sons and daughters you bore for me, you took and offered as a sacrifice for them to devour. Was it not enough that you had become a prostitute? You slaughtered and immolated my children to them, making them pass through fire. In all your abominations and prostitutions, you did not remember the days of your youth, when you were stark naked, struggling in your blood. Then after all your evildoing, woe to you, oracle of the Lord God Most High. You built yourself a platform and raised up a dais in every public square. At every intersection you built for yourself a dais, so that you could degrade your beauty by spreading your legs for every passerby, multiplying your prostitutions. You served as a prostitute with Egyptians, your big-membered neighbors, and multiplied your prostitutions. To provoke me. Therefore I stretched out my hand against you and reduced your allotment, and delivered you over to the whim of your enemies, the Philistines, who were revolted by your depraved conduct. You also served as a prostitute for the Assyrians because you were not satisfied. Even after serving as a prostitute for them, you were still not satisfied. You increased your prostitutions again, now again to Chaldea, the land of traders. But despite this, you were still not satisfied. How wild your lust, oracle of the Lord God Most High, that you did all these works of shameless prostitution when you built your platform at every intersection and set your high places in every public square. But unlike a prostitute, and you disdained payment, adulterous wife, taking strangers in place of your husband. Prostitutes usually receive gifts, but you bestowed gifts on all your lovers, bribing them to come to you for prostitution from every side. Thus in your prostitution you were different from any other woman. No one solicited you for prostitution. Instead, you yourself offered payment. What a reversal. Therefore, prostitute, hear the word of the Lord, the Most High I am. Thus says the Lord God Most High, because you poured out your lust and exposed your nakedness in your prostitution with your lovers and your abominable idols, because you gave the lifeblood of your children to them, therefore I will now gather together all your lovers with whom you found pleasure, both those you loved and those you hated. I will gather them against you from all sides and expose your nakedness for them to see. I will inflict on you the sentence of adultery and murder. I will bring on you bloody wrath and jealous anger. I will hand you over to them to tear you down your platform and demolish your high places, to strip you of your garments and take away your splendid ornaments, leaving you stark naked. They shall lead an assembly against you to stone you and to hack you to pieces with their swords. They shall set fire to your homes and inflict punishments on you while many women watch. Thus I will put an end to your prostitution, and you shall never again offer payment. When I have spent my fury upon you, I will stop being jealous about you and calm down, no longer angry, because you did not remember the days of your youth, but estranged me with all these things. See, I am bringing down your ways upon your head, oracle of the Lord God Most High. Have you not added depravity to your other abominations? See, everyone who makes proverbs will make this proverb about you, like mother, like daughter. Yes, you are truly the daughter of your mother, who rejected her husband and children. You are truly a sister to your sisters who rejected their husbands and children. Your mother was a Hittite to your father, an Amorite. Your elder sister was Samaria, with her daughters to the north of you. And your younger sister was Sodom, and her daughters to the south of you. Not only did you walk in their ways and act as abominably as they did, but in a very short time you became more corrupt in all your ways than they were. As I live, oracle of the Lord God Most High, I swear that your sister Sodom with her daughters have not done the things you and your daughters have done. Now look at the guilt of your sister Sodom. She and her daughter were proud, sated with food, complacent